Okay, here we go. How about we just start with these legs just a little bit wider, not overly wide, but slightly externally rotated, feeling the strength of the core as the lower belly just slightly draws in and up, those shoulder blades draw down the back. We'll take an inhale as the arms go up, and then it's a big exhale. So maybe even begin to open those fingers, spread them out, feeling that strong connection of your feet into the floor as you lift, leading here with heart center as you go up and down. Let's do a couple more. Up and down. Find your breath. Inhale. Strong exhale takes you right back to that inhale. Exhale. Let's go one more time. Inhale, climb your way up. Exhale, release. A little lateral stretching up and over. And up and over. Begin to feel the activation through your core as we're finding these lateral stretches. Possibly take the eyes, drift them upwards just a bit to keep the body long and tall. Let's do one more round. Over you go. And back up. Let's take both arms up overhead, dropping those shoulders, and then just grab one wrist and just give it just a gentle tug as we go up and over and stretch. There, good. And then bring that back up, opposite. Taking just a little bit of stretch, bring that up and over, and then we'll release that. Okay, I'm gonna open my legs just a little bit wider so that when I bend my knees are right over my ankles. Pelvic floor is lifting. We take an inhale, come on up, release that, pushing into your feet, drive your way up. So we're not only here in the legs, we're using the strength of the core to help us out. So you feel the belly getting a little bit stronger as you drive your way up and down and lift and lower. Four more, up and down and down and two more. Here we go. Last one. Let's hold here, palms facing. Let's just make our way down that imaginary wall behind us. So we're not here. We can feel the back of our head on the wall. We can feel our booty on the wall. We're holding right here. Maybe lift one heel, just maybe. Release it, maybe lift the other. Release it, let's do that again. Just one heel lifts, activating through the foot and down, other side. Hold here, possibly lift both, just a little bit, just a tiny bit. Holding here, breathing here, good. We'll release that and work our way all the way up. Let's take our arms out, flipping the palms, keep those hip bones forward, and it's a small rotation. And then you bring it back. You're feeling the belly drawing in and out as you twist. And your eyes here are going with you. It's a little twist. And then you come back and twist and back. And just one more round. Keep it soft. Keep the hips forward. And then we'll go ahead and release that. Let's bring our feet just right about forward, right about hip distance. Now I am going to send my booty back, doing a little bit of standing cat-cow. As I exhale, draw the belly in, stretch through the shoulder blades. On an inhale, it's heart center that leads and the eyes lift. Exhale, bring your way up, good stretch. Inhale, open, and we have a couple more. Feel that lower back stretch out as you find that cat stretch. We're in cow here. Let's go cat. Let's do cow one more time. And then we're going to find a neutral position, leading now with the sit bones as those sit bones go up and your spine is long, and then those knees bend and sit bones go up. So feel that stretch through the back of the legs. That feels good. So here my eyes lift, my eyes drop down. Two more. Eyes lift, eyes drop down, and one more. Eyes lift, eyes drop down. Hold here, belly strong. Hands go to the hips, lift your elbows. It's a flat back as we come all the way up. Good job. Okay, let's just turn those palms towards the back. We're going into what we call a spinal roll. So on the inhale, we feel some gentle lengthening happening in the body. On an exhale, the chin drops, and we begin just to unravel the spine. So you're taking it slowly so you can work one vertebra at a time. As you go all the way down, generous bend in the knees so that we can keep that spine long. That's our priority. Let's push a little bit into the feet. And we're going to work our way up all the way. Let's roll those shoulders. Good. How about we grab our bands? We're just going to find our bands. My feet will be maybe a little bit more than hip distance apart because I want to find stability here in the body. I want to make sure that I'm in neutral pelvis. So if you feel kind of a dropping here through the pelvis, find that lift, find that stability through center. And we're just going to bring those arms up overhead and then back down. So notice if those lower ribs begin to pop. Keep the lower ribs down as those arms move up. And back. Let's do that 2 more times. Lower ribs stay down. Bring yourself up. And down. We're tall, we're tall, we're tall as we go up. And down. We're going to go up and hold right here. Up and hold. I'm going to go to my right. You go to your left. We go up and over. A little tug from that top arm. That brings you up. Really work from the center of the body as you go over. Little tug brings you up. Good. Over you go, big stretch. Little tug, use your core. Over you go. Little tug. Let's do 2 more rounds. So we don't want to overly dump into the side that we're bending. We're thinking more length as we go up and over. And a little tug. Let's do 1 more round. Up, up, up. Not too far. Use your belly. And 1 more. And use it. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to go right arm, you'll go left, holding stable with the opposite arm, go down and up. So if you need to loosen that up a little bit, feel free to do that. We want to keep our body tall and strong and steady. So the only thing that is moving is 1 arm. The opposite arm is getting some work as well. We do 2 more as it is holding the band and resisting as the other arm is moving. Okay, we're going to go opposite arm. Here we go. Down and up. Belly strong. Notice how that core fires as the arm is moving and working its way through the band. Down and up. We have 2 more. Reach. So we want to control that upward movement as well. The band wants to take you, but you control it. Okay, good job. We're going to take that in front, shoulders out of the ears, belly strong, loosen up the band if you need to. Here we go. We open, feel tall, bring it back. So as you open, there's kind of that energetic feeling through the crown of the head that you are actually getting a little bit taller. Open and back and open and back. Let's do 2 more like that. Open. And back. I'm feeling this morning and back, and then we'll release that. Band goes down. We're going to take the band, wrap it around our waist. My feet are going to be right about hip distance here. But yet my knees aren't locked out. My knees are a little bit soft. I'm taking the band between my pointer finger and my thumb. I'm going to hug my elbows in, and here my palms go up. We'll just find a gentle rotation here. Easy peasy, but kind of feel that movement in the shoulder joint. As you open, you find your range. Keep those elbows tucked in. Elbows stay tucked in, open, and close. Open, and close. Let's inhale, open, inhale. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. 1 more. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Let's inhale, open. Stay with your breath. I need to loosen my band up a little bit, because I'm going to reach that out and then bring it in. Reach, crown of the head gets tall and release it back down. If that inhale feels good for you, as those arms go out, go with that. We go inhale, exhale. So that breath pattern may feel a little different to you. It's more of a Pilates breath pattern because we're focused on length as we reach those arms out, and then we release on the exhale. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, 1 more. Inhale, exhale. All right, very nice. Okay, let's just go ahead and release those bands. We'll set them down. We're ready for a little squat series before we get down to our mats. So here, my feet are parallel. My knees will be going forward. My booty is going backwards. My eyes stay lifted. And then I bring myself up. Take it down. Drive it up. Find the strength through center as you drive it up. So again, we don't want to depend on the legs for everything. We want to allow that core to help us out. As we drive our way up, I stay forward like you're catching a ball. Drive your way up. We go down and up. So feel the hamstrings activated as you work your way up. Maybe driving through those heels a little bit. Drive your way up. Let's do 3 more. And down, and 2 more. And we're going to hold this last one. We're going to hold it right here. Let's bring those arms up. Your eyes stay lifted. Here we find what we call airplane arms. I'm going to turn my palms. I'm going to keep my spine long. I'm going to keep reaching those arms. Up, up, up they go. My eyes have dropped. Let's reverse that movement. Your eyes are going with you as you lift. Here we go again. Your belly's strong. Your spine is long. Reach those arms. Up, up, up they go. Inhale. Work your way up. Find your breath. Exhale. Reach and lift. Belly strong. Inhale. Eyes are traveling with you. Let's go 1 more. Airplane those arms. And we bring our way up. Okay. I'm going to transfer my weight to my right leg. You go left. So I'm going to just push into that leg and lift the foot. Whoa. And then I'm going to take that back down. That first one's always the hardest. And then we transfer. Oh, instructor can't do it either. Here we go down. And then. So maybe you just want to go to your toes. That's an option. Just to the toe. And you want to find that lift. So the more we do it, body begins to adjust here a little bit and lift. 1 more round. Lift. Last one and lift. That was harder than I thought it was going to be. Okay, here we go. Let's get into the side hip here a little bit. So I want to lead with my heel, not the front of my foot. I want to lead with my heel to get into this side hip. I'll go left leg, you go right. You go out and in. So again, that first one is always the hardest. So we don't even really need to go too high. You want to reach through that heel, reach through the heel. Stay tall, stay tall. Let's do 2 more. 2 and 1. Okay, now we're going to take that same leg and we go back. And in. So the upper body just stays still. It can be a small movement. It can just be small. Keep those eyes up. Reach. 2 more. Reach. 1 more. Good. Okay, here we go, other side. So it can be small. It can be small. And down. So just take your time. Take your time. So again, the more we do, the body begins to acclimate to what we are doing. Do a couple more. How about 1 more? Good. Now we press it back. 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 Let's do 2 more. 2. Okay, I'm going to put my right foot forward. My left is going to go back. I'm going to find that lunge position. You don't want that leg too far back. A little bit closer. That helps with balance. Keeps the knee underneath the hip here. Chest is wide. And then we bring our way up. And then drop that knee. Bring it up. Drop the knee. And up you go. Same idea. Use the strength of the core here. Use the strength of the core to bring yourself up. And we go up. And we go up. Let's do 1 more. And we go up. We're going to hold here. Drive through that heel. You go 2 inches up. It's just 2 inches. And then you drop that knee. 2 inches. Drop knee. 2 inches. 2 inches. How about 4 more? Eyes are steady. And 3. And 2. And 1. Hold here. Let's begin to transfer the weight. Take those arms down. I'm transferring to the front. Arms reach. Maybe that toe just slides. Maybe that leg lifts. Good. And now we'll go to the other side. Feet are forward. Feet are in their own separate lanes, kind of like a track meet or something. You're not in that same lane. And then we bend. Heart is open. And we bring our way up. And so feel the work right here. So as you go up, you feel that lower belly slightly draw in and up. That helps stabilize you. Helps you stay balanced. Down, up, 2, down, up. 1 more, and up. Now we hold right here. Really find that front heel. And then we just go 2 inches and down. So this is hard. This is hard. We're just staying in this working zone. We don't really get out of it ever. Drop, lift. Couple more. Good. We have 1 more. Here we go. Now we hold here. Those arms are going to go down. Take your time. Begin to transfer the weight. When you're ready, maybe that toe touches, arms lift. Maybe that back leg lifts. And then we'll release that. Okay, very nice. Let's go to the back of our mat here. Back of the mat, toes are forward. Oh, I guess I lost myself here on video. All right, toes are forward. We're going to take an inhale. We're going to feel that energetic lift. On an exhale, we're going to find that roll down as we make our way all the way down. Let's walk ourselves onto our mat. Plank position. Here we are. Here we are. We've got it. Arms drawing in, belly strong. Face isn't dropping. Our booty is not dropping either, so you want to make sure you're not here, okay? Good. All right, we're going to hold and breathe. Be perfectly content right where we are for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2. Let's lift those hips up and back into a pike position. Good. Let's pedal out the feet here in this pike position. Feeling that stretch to the back of the legs. Eventually find some stillness as those hands are pressing down and forward. Let your eyes travel down to the mat. Now we're going to bend our knees like we're going into a tabletop, but yet the knees don't touch the mat. They're just holding right here. On an exhale, use your belly and lift back into downward facing dog. Eyes are down towards the mat. Bend those knees. Shift forward where your shoulders go over your ankles. Knees drop, but yet they're just hovering right here. They are hovering. You can squeeze those thighs if you want. We're going to do that 2 more times. Exhale. Find your downward facing dog. Eyes drift forward. Knees bend. Shift forward. Maybe drop those knees. We're hovering them right here. We are hovering. Belly is strong. Exhale. Send it back. Let's do that 1 more time. Eyes drop forward. Knees bend. Hover. Hover, 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 hover. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and set those knees down. And you can find child's pose right here. Just stretch that back. Do a little tabletop work as we come up into tabletop. Working on some core stability. As I take my right leg, and my right leg's going to go back. And then my right leg goes up. My foot flexes. My heel is reaching. My leg is strong. My left arm. If you feel stable, that left arm can go up. Your eyes are down. Stay with your breath. Go release that. Good job. We go to the other side. That left leg goes long. It goes right about hip height. Foot flexes, belly strong, eyes are down. If you want to lift that opposite arm, you can. And we'll release. that. Good. All right, now I'm going to take my left arm. My left arm is going out first. When you're ready, you can take the right leg. Stay with your breath. And we'll release that. That's a little bit more challenging. Right arm drifts out. Left leg goes out. Reach through that heel. Keep that back leg strong. Keep it strong. Keep it long. And we'll release that. Okay, working into just a little bit of rotation here. I'm going to take my hand right to the back of my ear, lifting my elbow. And then I'm going to take my elbow and tap it to my forearm. My eyes follow. And then I open and my eyes follow. And I do that a few more times. And it's a tap. And it's an open for 3 more. Tap that forearm. Open it up. And 2 more. Tap the forearm. Keep your hip bones facing the mat. Tap. And lift. Good job. We go to the other side. So these hip bones are like headlights. They don't leave the mat. Let's take right behind the ear. Lift that elbow. We go exhale. And exhale. Open and a couple more. Your eyes are traveling with you for 2 more. 1 more. And let's go ahead and release that. How about we come to a seated position? Seated position. We'll be moving into what we call a spinal, I'm not even sure what this is called. Half roll, that's what it's called. It's called a half roll. But the idea of the half roll is it's not just core work, it's finding movement and flexibility in the spine. So we find our sit bones, we roll the shoulders back, we inhale, then as my belly button starts to draw in, I feel a rotation of the pelvis going underneath me. My chest is soft because I want to be stretching through this rib cage area too. My chin's dropped a bit. I'm going to climb my way up. Exhale, spinal flexion here as you take your way back, lengthening that tailbone towards your heels. We scoop it out. Inhale, we climb our way up, and we go again. Climb your way up. We'll do 1 more, and then we'll add on here a little bit, controlling your way back. Find that spinal flexion. Make sure that this chest is not high. You don't want to do that. You want a soft chest, stretch through the back, climb your way up, arms go up. Here we go. We go, exhale. Bring your way up, maybe even lifting those arms. Exhale, roll it back. Rotating the pelvis underneath you. Come on out. 2 more. Roll it back. Lift it up. We're going to hold this one. Yes, we are. Draw the tailbone towards those heels just a little bit more. Let's lift one arm. And then it goes down. Keep your belly strong. Lift the other one. And down. Let's lift both. We go both. And down. And then bring that all the way up. Good job. All right. Let's just cross our legs. Let's grab those bands since we have them. If you don't have a band, that's perfectly fine. We're moving into what we call a spine twist. So you want to find your tallest self. You want as much space between your ribs and your hips as you can get. We'll take those arms out. Doesn't matter which side you go, we'll do both, but we're going to stay on one side. I'm going to stay on one side as that elbow bends. And then it goes forward. So the elbow that bends, that's the direction you travel. Come on back. 2 more. Elbow bends, eyes travel with you. Work from center. 1 more. Elbow bends. Bring it forward. We go other side. And lengthen. Other side. And lengthen. And 2 more. Twist. Lengthen. 1 more. And very nice. We'll just go ahead and put that band down. Now we're just going to take the arms out. Really working here through center as those arms stay wide. I'm going to take my left rib cage. You can take whichever one you want, but you're going to feel that wrapping of the rib cage as you twist and those eyes follow. And then you come on back. And we're not aggressive with it. We're actually thinking that we're growing taller as we twist. We're growing taller as we twist. And then come back. And we're growing taller. And back. Let's do one more round. Grow tall. And back. Last one. Grow tall. And back. Release. Take your left hand, cross it over. Right hand goes behind. Lengthen up right here. Open the shoulder. And then we find a gentle twist. And come on back. Good. All right. So we have little tent fingers. They go behind us. We cross. You push into those tent fingers to help you find a little bit more length. And then you rotate. Okay, good job. Let's take those legs long. We're going to make our way all the way onto our back. Finally. I'm used to working with 2 mats, so I'm all discombobulated here, so I'm just rolling my way around. Okay, I'm just on my back. Somehow I found myself here. Okay, I'm going to bring my feet here into a knee-up position. My heels are a little bit close to my booty because I don't want it too far out. So I'm going to bring them a little bit closer in. I'm going to feel my lower back lengthen onto the mat. Noticing that the pubic bone then becomes a little bit higher than those hip bones. And then I release that. And I'm going to do that again. As I lengthen my lower spine onto the mat, I'm going to notice that my core here is getting stronger. And then I release that and I do that again. Lower spine lengthens. Now we're going to roll the spine as the tailbone lifts and you're peeling your way up off the mat, staying heavy in those shoulders. Eyes are to the sky. Hip bones here are level. Let's take an inhale. We're going to soften the chest. Roll the spine, working one joint at a time. Finding some mobility here in the back body as we roll our way all the way through. And then you shift into neutral. We're going again. We imprint. Tailbone lifts. Let's peel and roll that spine all the way up. Heavy in the shoulders. So we notice now our hip bones are level, but we're going to change that up. I'm going to release a little bit with my right glute and allow that right hip to drop so it's at a bit of an angle. Now I'm going to push into that right heel, lifting that hip bone. Once again, it's level. I go to the other side. I release. Push into that left heel. Feel that hip rise up. Let's do that again. It's a good body awareness exercise as well. As you drive into that heel, you feel that posterior work in the back of the leg, and we go again. It's a drop. And a lift. Let's go one more round. Find that diagonal. Even it out. Find that diagonal. Even it out. And then go ahead and release those hips. Okay, good job. How do we take the bands? This will be another good use of our bands. We're going to take our bands. And instead, we've done this with the ring. We've done it with towels. Now we're going to do it with the band. I'm going to put the band right behind my head. I'm going to grab both sides of it, lifting those elbows, dropping my chin slightly. My head is heavy in the band as I exhale, and I'm coming up into flexion here. So you feel your ribs gliding to your hips. Your head is heavy. And then we take that back. Let's go again. Exhale. Maybe notice that the tips of the shoulder blades are still on the mat. You're controlling it. You're not trying to go up any higher. And then you go down, but you feel the belly drawing down as you exhale. Climb your way up. Okay, we're going to do that again. Here we go. Exhale, climb your way up. Notice the tips of the shoulder blades. Keep your pelvis steady. Let's draw those ribs 1 more inch towards the hips. And then we go back. Okay, now we're going to go 4 times over to the right. You want to stay heavy in the tailbone, heavy in the sacrum, no movement through the hips. Exhale, we're going over. Your eyes are traveling with you. Then you go back. And then you do it again. You go over. And then you go back. And 2 more times. Over you go. And back you go. And 1 more. Over you go. back you go. Let's go to the other side. Over and back and over. Let your eyes go with you for 2 more. Over you go and back you go. And 1 more. Over and back. Okay, that is good work. All right, I'm going to put my band aside. We are going to use it a little bit later. But for right now, I'm just going to take one leg and I'm going to bring it up into kind of a 90-degree angle. And then the other leg travels with it. My belly is strong. I'm going to take my right leg, keeping the angle of the knee the same, and tap the toe. And then bring that back. Other side. So leading a little bit more with the big toe. If you feel tension in your back, move yourself more to an imprinted position, or possibly don't take that leg right down so far. Just 1 more round. Tap. Lift. Last one. Okay, we're going to hold here. We don't want to do too many rounds. We want to maintain our form. Thighs are dropping at the hip joint. Let's bring those arms up, dropping those shoulders. We have a little dead bug. I'm going to reach my leg long and then bring it back. I'm not taking it very low. I'm keeping it at a high leg angle because I'm working on stability through center. I do have shoes on. That adds a little bit of extra weight to the lever. So you just don't want to take it too low. Let's reach. Bring it back. And 1 more. And reach. And bring it back. Let's hug that in for a moment. And just roll those thighs. And then we reverse that. Bring those legs back, reverse table. This time my arms are going to go to a T position. I'm going to lift my left hip as I bring myself over for a very controlled twist. I'm not trying to go very high or very far. I'm going to work from center as I bring myself back. I'm going to go to the other side. My shoulders are staying on the mat. And I work through center as I bring that back. I'm going to do a few more rounds like that, working on my own. Exhale, we come back. And twist. Bring it back. Really gather here through center. Let's go again. Let's twist. Bring it back. And twist. Bring it back. How about 1 more round? Here we go. We go over. Exhale, we move. And last one. Over you go. Exhale, you move. Let's draw that right leg in. Send your left leg long. Just send it long. Give this a nice little stretch. Maybe even if you know, to protect the knee, if it's better to take your hand behind your thigh, you can do that. But really feel that kind of drawing in, that deep crease in the hip. Stretch it. Good. When you're ready, we're going to move our hips a little bit to the right, if your right leg is the one that's in. And then you're just going to cross it over, allowing that opposite shoulder to be heavy. Maybe even turning your eyes in the opposite direction so you're getting a full spinal twist. All right, we're going to bring that back. And we go to the opposite. So the opposite leg can go long. I'm going to either go behind my thigh, maybe over my shin, but I'm going to give it a good hug, feeling that deep crease in the hip. Bring it in. Move my hips just a little bit. I'm going to cross it over again. Twists are really good for the body. I'm going to allow that opposite shoulder to be heavy. I'm going to allow my eyes to drift in the opposite direction, finding a full spinal twist. Okay, we're ready to go right onto our side leg work. I know that was a little tiny break, getting some stretching in, but that's what was moving me at the moment. Okay, so here we are, ready for our side leg work. How about we just start with a bit of clam? My knees are bent. My heels are about in line with my sit bones. I'm going to keep that lower leg down as I lift the top leg. And lower it down, keeping those hip bones stacked. and lower, lift. So again, I like to touch my hip just to make sure that I'm not rolling the pelvis back. So 1, 2, open and close. Let's go again. Last one. Now we're going to lift the feet, and we're going 8 more. Open, close. Good. Open, close. Find your full range, but at the end of that range, we don't want to be aggressive and try and push any further, but you do want to find it. Do a couple more. Good job. I love it. Okay, let's release those feet. I'm going to take my top leg and put it behind me. If you're more comfortable with it in front, you can do that too. My bottom leg is at a slight angle, slightly rotated. My hips here are stacked. And then I'm going to lift that leg and lower it. And as I lift it, I'm noticing that inner thigh core connection. Lift, lower, lift, lower. 4 more inner thigh right there. And 3. And 2. And we hold on 1, maybe lift 1 more inch, then we're going to pull. So we go up, 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 up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Let's bend that bottom leg. This top leg, we're going to rotate so that knee now is forward. That knee is forward. We feel length. I'm going to flex my foot, reach through my heel, and I'm going to go up and down. So notice we did this standing, and now we're doing it on our side. Lots of ways to work different parts of the body. Really reach through that heel. So this is a little bit easier in ways because we're not having to work so much on the balance. Yet at the same time, maybe even working a little bit deeper as you find that reach. Squeeze through the heel and go up and down. Keep that leg long. Keep that kneecap lifting. Keep reaching through the heel. Let's do 2 more. Here we go. We go up and down and 1 more up. Let's hold right here. Challenge move. We do this in Pilates class a lot. A lot of you know it. We're going to kick that leg forward, big hamstring stretch, and then point your toe and sweep it back. Big hip flexor stretch. 3 more. Let's go kick. And reach and open your whole hip area. Pelvis is perfectly stable. Let's kick and sweep and reach. And we're going 1 more. Let's kick. Don't go too far back. You don't want to be in the lower back. We're going to lift up for 8. Then we're done. We're going up, 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 up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So my leg was a little bit behind me. That was a little bit different. So a lot of times we do it just to the side. I was just kind of showing like a different little modification there behind. But anyway, we can always come back to that at a later time. Just a new move for everybody. All right, here we go, the other side. So whatever you need to do to get to the other side. This lower leg stays stable. And we just open the top leg and we close it. Good, and we up. And we close. Feel your breath. So in all of our classes, we want to be deep breathers as opposed to just feeling that breath shallowly moving into the chest. We want to breathe a little bit deeper than that. So you want to notice the breath. Let those full exhales take you to deep inhales as we go 1 more. Here we go up and down. And now I'm going to lift my feet, working a little differently. And down. Once again, that lower leg is steady. Noticing how the thigh here is just rotating and turning in the hip joint. And then you control the movement on the down as well. It's not just a drop. And we go up. Let's do 2 more. Down and up. And 1 more. Down and up. Let's lower and lower. Top leg can either go forward if that's better for you or behind. I'm going to extend that bottom leg Notice this top hip. Is it rolled back? If it is, roll it forward. And then we go up and down. Up. Again, feel that inner thigh core connection. It's happening. You can feel it. And we're going up. And up for 3 more. 3. And 2. And 1. We hold and pulse. Up, 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 up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We release that leg. Opposite leg goes long. So if you wanted more of a bent leg here, and then notice kind of between the ribs and the hips, do you feel them drawing together? If you do, let's reach through that heel, create some space, be light on the underside of the body as you go up and down. Reach through that heel, lengthen it out. Create some tension in the body. Yes, you're intentionally creating some tension. As you reach through that heel, your leg is growing longer each time you're lifting it and you're controlling it on the way down. That's why we don't have to do too many of these, because we're creating lots of tension, lots of length, reach. We don't go too quickly either, because our priority is on the reach and the length and lift, and your leg is straight. A couple more. And up and down. And of course, I lost my count, so I think we're almost done here. Let's go 1 more, and we're gonna hold right here. That leg is parallel to the ground. I'm gonna kick it forward, noticing that hamstring stretch. Then I point my toe and I sweep it back. And then I kick it forward, reach through that heel. It's a strong hamstring stretch. And then it's a strong hip flexor stretch without getting into the lower back. And we sweep. Let's do 1 more. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to take my leg a little bit behind me. You don't have to if you don't want to. And then we're going to go up and up. Your leg continues to reach. Stay long, stay strong. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, I think we felt that. Let's go right on our back. I've got 2 plugs here. Oh, they are the same. Okay. Just thinking they were off. We're going to take the band just around 1 foot as we begin to close things up. I'm on my back. And here we're finding leg circles. So the key to these particular leg circles is to let the leg be heavy. Your band is controlling the leg, and you just rotate it out to the side and then travel it around in a big circle. The heavier that leg is, the more those big mirror muscles are turned off, and then you can get deeper into the hip joint as we're rolling that leg around. Roll it. Feels good. Like a good leg circle. Okay, when you're ready, we go opposite. Let the band carry the leg. So you're trusting the band to carry this leg around. When you're ready, if there's any place that you want to find a little bit more of a stretch, I'm going to take my leg out to the side, pushing my foot into the band. Get my hand, I'm keeping my hand on my opposite hip as both hip bones are to the sky. Feel that big inner thigh stretch. And we bring it up and then we switch it out. All right, good job. All right, take a moment, turn off all these big muscles, turn them off. Your belly gets a little strong. And then we're gonna roll. Feeling that movement deep in the hip joint, turning the thigh. This is good stuff. Hips tend to get locked up. So we're here with the key to unlocking those hips. The AV studio, right? Take it around. And then we reverse that. And let the band do the work. That leg is heavy. Allowing yourself to get deep into the hip joint. When you're ready, find whatever stretch you feel that you need. Your body generally will kind of take you to whatever stretch it desires. Right now, for me, I just want my leg out to the side as I push a little bit into that band. keeping that opposite hip towards the sky. So here's my anchor. Bring that up. And then I'm going to use the band just to roll my way up. There we go. Let's find a seated position. Hands to the front, shoulders roll back. So as we find a little extension, lead more with the heart area than the back of the neck. So I'm going to feel the chest make its way up. My eyes travel with me. Exhale. I'm going to scoop and stretch. And I'm going to do that one more time as I find my breath. I find my sit bones. I lengthen up, inhale. Big exhale, stretch, eyes drop. And then we eventually find a neutral position. We feel tall, open, strong, and we're ready for our day. So thanks everybody for coming to Core Fusion today. It was great having everybody. Thanks everybody online for joining us.